Hello, and thanks for tuning in to Owl's Air Guns. Today, we are taking a look at sort of a rare gun. I put out a video a couple of days ago asking if anyone knew what it was, and the gun in that video is a Crosman AS2250XL. Now, I believe in the UK it may have been sold under some other names like King Ratcatcher, perhaps, and some others that I did not know it as. Crosman brought this out in 2004, and they brought it out to take advantage of the 88 gram CO2 cartridges that were becoming popular at that time. What I wanted to do today, I got this in and was repairing it. It's leaking gas badly, just about from everywhere it can be. And I wanted to go ahead and document real quickly the differences between the AS2250 and a standard 2250. Which parts we have here are specific to this gun. Now, for years, when I had seen this in pictures, Crosman was always very careful to show the gun from one side, like it is in this picture. I had always believed that the CO2 fed in from the rear of the gun. This is one of our unique pieces. The CO2 bottle mounts right here, and I always thought it fed through this and into the main tube with some kind of rear-facing valve or inline valve. That wasn't how it worked at all. When you look at the side of the gun that was not in marketing pictures, you find out that there was all kinds of plumbing on that side, making the magic happen. So, let's talk about unique parts. First thing that's unique is the stock. Stock comes with both a cutout in it and to accommodate the bottle back here. And then this cutout's also lined with some kind of rubber or something. Very nice texture on it. So that was a unique piece of furniture. Also, a standard 2250 grip does not have, our foregrip does not have this cutout right here. That accommodates this, what I'm calling a gas transfer tube. And yeah, it sits like that when mounted. So that's a unique part. Basically, starting at the end of the gun, the gas is coming in from the back. This piece right here replaces the normal rear end cap, which would go, back on the tube in the traditional manner. Rather than just securing at the top and bottom like a normal cap, they have cut holes in both sides of this tube. This tube is also AS2250 specific. In addition to the markings, it has the two holes in the back that allow this to secure properly, and it also has cutouts in the side to feed gas into that valve and allow the gas transfer tube to mount properly. So, gas is coming in from the back, and rather than going into the tube, it's actually leaving the side of this apparatus right here, going into our transfer tube, which runs alongside the gun and brings the gas up to the midsection of the tube, where it goes through a number of O-rings and fittings to come in and actually interface directly with the side of the valve. So we've basically got a bypass around the outside of the gun and that attempts to feed this valve right through this port here, this being the screw that pulls it tight against that assembly. Really prone to leakage by design, in my opinion. The valve itself, bottom part appears to be standard. The top part is unique to this rifle. And the inside is more similar to what you see on a bulk CO2 gun or some of the PCPs. Of course, no piercing point on that check valve in there. We've got a spring. I'm not sure if this is a standard or a special spring that we've got going in on it. And then this weird cap that we have for the top that would be specific to it. This gun also came to me having had some modifications. The rest of the AS2250 specific parts are washers and O-rings and things that make that all interface, and I will record that portion when we do a reassembly on this. Other parts, while it came with a standard grip frame, the customer, the guy that owned this before me, did add one of these trigger guide rods and a lightweight trigger spring like I do in my bundles. Also modified the original valve, and what's been done, or original valve, excuse me, modified the original bolt. What's been done here is it's been drilled, the original handle was drilled out and removed. It's then been tapped. Went out and bought a custom bolt handle that he then threaded into the side. And in addition, back in the day, it wasn't real easy to get extended bolt probes, so this is how we made them. You basically did that for the handle portion, and then for this part, take the original bolt, grind it flat to the O-ring retainer and this piece right here, then take and drill, and then drop a piece of drill bit or similar appropriately sized material in there. You can either fix it with adhesive, or you can drill bits too hard to thread easily, but if it's other steel, you can just go ahead and thread both parts and screw that in there. So I noticed when I was using the gun and testing it that it had an extended bolt probe on it, and then when I took it apart, I realized actually that's the way we used to custom make those back in the day. And let me know if you want to see a video on that, and I'll go ahead and put that out. Rather than paying $20 or whatever for them, you can make one yourself. He had also ported his valve and ported the barrel that was in it. So he had installed a custom transfer port. Looks like it's made out of some kind of plastic, but give him a little more gas through there. And then he had changed the barrel on it. All my documentation tells me this rifle, you can see where that barrel's been ported right there, that this rifle shipped with a 14.6-inch barrel, just like they put on the backpackers or other carbine type guns from Crosman. They went to 14.6 on the carbines that have these kinds of stock, and they went to 20 inches on the 2260. This is an 18-inch barrel. So that, to me, it's an 18-inch barrel in 22 caliber, and that says to me it is a custom shop barrel. I am 98% certain of that. To my knowledge, the only way to come up with the 22 caliber 18-inch barrel is to order one on a gun from the custom shop. If anybody knows that I'm wrong on that, please let me know, but I've been checking around to confirm that, and yeah, I believe he ended up with a 18-inch barrel from the custom house, and then also did a little porting on it to make it work. When I reassemble this, I'm going to go ahead and make a custom port for it out of the refrigeration tube that I have, just because I'm used to working with that. Okay, so that is some of the differences in a standard 2250 and an AS2250XL or King Rat Catcher, whatever you know this as. Those are some of the unique components. I have not placed a call to Crosman for repair parts. Somebody's told me they're available. I certainly hope that's the case, because I think there are a few missing in that transfer assembly. But yeah, thanks a lot for hanging with me, and I will see you on the next one.